Number 2, fire!
Before we get underway, let me introduce to you Nina. Nina will be our traveling companion while exploring the Rideau Canal and waterway. She was built of yellow cedar in 1955 in Fort William, now Thunder Bay. Whether it's battling the storms of Lake Superior or checking out the coves in Georgian Bay, she's been traveling the waters of Ontario extensively, including the Ottawa River from Montreal to Lake Temiskaming. Like all travel on the water, it's what you travel in that can make all of the difference. Whether by trusted canoe with great friends or by pleasure boat, it's about the journey. From the water, we will explore the history, the culture, and attractions, and have some fun along the way with the unexpected. Although just a taste of this heritage waterway, you will come to see the many opportunities this 177-year-old canal brings to the visitor in whatever way you wish to travel. Let's begin by showing a map of the course we will take. Starting in Kingston, we'll visit several communities and attractions and end up in Ottawa, 202 kilometers or 126 miles away. If you wish, you can start your journey in Ottawa, in the middle, at the end, at the beginning. It just doesn't matter. It's up to you. This video is not an aid to navigation, but will introduce you to the many unique options along this UNESCO-designated World Heritage Site. For thousands of years, the Aboriginal peoples have been using these waterways to negotiate their trade and survive the elements. In the early 1800s, it was another kind of survival that came to light, the protection of a trade route along the St. Lawrence River. If the Americans ever decided to squeeze and cut off the St. Lawrence in the case of war, Canada would have had no alternative route to reach the Great Lakes. So, as an act of defense, Colonel By of the Royal Engineers was appointed to oversee the task of building an alternate navigational route. The ironic situation today is many Americans visit yearly and have fallen in love with the canal. As you'll come to see, Colonel By's mark has been left in every loch and village touching the canal.
Oyez! Oyez! Mes seigneurs, gentilshommes et gentilshommes, bienvenue à Kingston! The historic limestone gem and first capital of Canada welcomes all to this, the southern gateway of the Rideau Canal, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. I invite all to come, explore and experience the wealth of beauty and history that is Kingston. God bless a united Canada! Vive la Canada unie!
Hopping aboard the tour trolley from the old train station, now the Kingston Tourist Office, is a great way to explore Kingston and become orientated. Traveling over the Cottoroquay River, the start of the Rideau Canal system, you're taken to the Royal Military College of Canada. And after the 50-minute tour, you arrive in front of Kingston City Hall. A short walk around to Market Square, a public farmers market operating continuously since 1801, is a great place to pick up fresh produce and supplies for your trip. Kingston is a university town, which offers a visitor with a trendy, vibrant atmosphere as you shop and browse the many boutiques, and you may even stop at one of the numerous popular restaurants. Confederation Basin is a great place to tie up for the night, while Kingston Marina, located nearby, can offer you gas and slip if needed. Rescue and fire boats are manufactured here which offers a sense of national pride and good old Canadian workmanship. Every Wednesday evening throughout the summer, you can take in the amazing world-famous sunset ceremony held at Fort Henry Historic Site, a spectacular live-fire presentation of military precision, pomp, and pageantry. Before entering the system, you might like to visit the memorial to the 1,000 Irish labourers who lost their lives building this UNESCO heritage site. The memorial is located by Kingston Marina. Travelling up the Cataraqui River a few kilometres, you'll come to the first of 47 locks, or 24 lock stations. Locking your boat through is fairly simple. When instructed by the lock staff, enter the lock chamber and by looping your line around the black holding cables, loosely let your boat float up with the water level. When the gates are opened, you'll be instructed as to which order to depart. At most stations, there will be information signage in both English and French to help you with planning of your trip. At the end, we'll recommend some reading material and some websites you might like to visit for further information. The lock staff are also a great resource to helping you with any questions you might have. Leaving Kingston Mills and one of the 4 blockhouses on the system, you'll travel on Colonel By Lake and the River Styx and go through Lower and Upper Brewers Mills locks. The Cataraqui River system opens up to Cranberry Lake and adjoining Dog Lake, ideal for sports fishing. Many families can be seen on a day's outing enjoying the scenery. Traveling past Brass Point Bridge, there are many interesting bays and coves and islands to explore. Seeley's Bay offers amenities like all small villages and is easy to get around. A short hop from Seeley's Bay, you can sneak away to Morton's Bay, an ideal place to spend the night anchoring and exploring the spectacular granite outcrops of the Canadian Shield. Whitefish Lake offers more great bass fishing just before you reach one of the most beautiful lock stations along the waterway. Shangri-La is a convenient place to fuel up and stop for a bite before venturing through Jones Falls. Jones Falls is a wonderful place to visit for the entire day. The lock keepers are very friendly and will tell you about the many attractions at the station if you ask. Some people go for a swim, take a leisurely walk, or explore the beautiful park-like setting. The huge stone arch dam measuring 350 feet from tip to tip and 62 feet high is an engineering marvel, but back down at the blacksmith shop, you can still hear the sounds of the hammer striking the hot iron as things are still being made. The defendable Lockmaster's house atop the hill has hands-on interpretive displays and is open to the public.
Well, it's Peter Sweeney's house, so he was the first lockmaster at Jones Falls in 1841. The house is just kind of set up to show how he lived if you want to go look.
Okay.
Sure.
Thanks.
If you visit, you may be put to work separating the wool and doing some spinning.
So it's hard to pull it once it does get spun up, so that's why you don't want the fluffy. There. That's actually perfect.